Hello, Libra. Welcome to Soul Good. I'm Amber Marie, and this is your June 2022 Tarotscope. If you are curious about the decks that I'm using today, you can find a list of them in the description box below. You can also find links to my social media accounts, as well as links to information on personal readings and the Soul Good membership channel on Telegram. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. I am truly so very grateful for you. Let's jump right in and see what you have going on for you for this month. Please, Father, Mother, Life, Universe, Spirits, Guides, Angels, our cosmic team, our ancestors, our higher selves, what would you like Virgo to know? Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. I do want to share with you before we go forward. Libra, your energy showed up in the Virgo reading. So if you are connected to a Virgo, or if you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, you may want to check that reading out. I find that really fascinating that came out. Everything happens for a reason. So if that resonates with you, do feel free to check out that reading. Again, there could be something there for you. All right, let's try this again. Please, what would you like Libra to know for the month of June 2022, please? Okay, thank you. What would you like Libra to know, please? Okay, thank you. What would you like Libra to know for June 2022? Okay, thank you. And any themes that Libra might be experiencing? What themes? Thank you. Is there more? Yes, okay. What themes might Libra be experiencing this month? Thank you. I'm getting some pretty direct energy for you, Libra. It feels like whatever's coming out is going to be probably straight to the point. Okay. How might others be seeing Libra this month? Thank you. And guidance for Libra for the month of June. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That was really fast, I feel. All right, let me just gather these up and then we'll go through your cards. All right, Libra, so first coming out for you is the Hierophant. This is an energy of the mentor. Okay, this is also Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Maybe you have a lot of Taurus in your chart. All right, this is an energy of being grounded, appreciative, diligent, but also very patient. This is also very much that card of when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So perhaps you've been seeking knowledge or information or something to add to your toolbox, as it were. And I feel like that information could be finding you this month. It feels very much to me like there's been some movement recently in your experience, Libra, whether that's spiritual, emotional, within your relationships, your physical situation, your finances, your living arrangement. It feels like there's been movement recently. With this Hierophant card, though, this does also represent like tradition, society, organized religion. Maybe you've been finding yourself moving away from these things and moving closer to just the path of the light, the path of enlightenment, or, ascension, awareness, that sort of thing. It almost feels to me like maybe you've kind of, and this could be for just a few of you maybe, but are stepping away from, like the societal things, the societal norms, and again, organized religion, things like this. Maybe you have some Sagittarius in your chart, right? That kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like against authority type of energy, right? Maybe you have some of that in your chart. But it feels to me almost like moving away from things. For others, though, I feel like actually for some very specific Libras, you may be getting some sort of proposal or engagement, some sort of long-term commitment from someone, perhaps. This can be that card as well. I just looked up and saw 444 on the camera. That could be an important number for you. Maybe you see 444 this month. Fours are about manifestations, foundations, stability. endurance as well. But you may want to look up that number if you find that it resonates with you, or you find that you're seeing it repeatedly. You also have here the Three of Pentacles. And here's the thing. This is that energy of like teamwork makes the dream work. So again, I do feel like for some of you, you could be getting a proposal, right? Or some sort of long-term commitment, someone wanting to build something with you, work with you. Again, this could be like a mentor student, teacher student type of relationship, right? Wanting to help you build you. But I do feel like for others, it's this energy of someone wanting to commit to you, right? Seeing that they could build something with you and offering that up. I feel like they feel like you're a good teammate or a good partner, or they collaborate well with you, right? I just feel like there's this energy of like being able to build together, and that offer potentially showing up. Now, again, this could be like a student teacher type of energy as well, someone helping you to grow you, expand you, build upon you. um yeah, it feels like, and I'm actually seeing this interesting, like the green is standing out to me, and the fact that this gentleman at the top also has a green shirt. So I like just happened to look up, and it's like green means go. So I do feel like it's time, right? It's time. Yeah, you have the Hanged Man here, another green energy. How about that? You cannot write this stuff. The Hanged Man is, here's the thing. I feel like you could have potentially felt stuck a little bit. Um, like kind of in this, it's almost like being in a state of limbo. Or maybe you've had to kind of step back and get a higher perspective about something, right? Gain a new, like, look at the bigger picture, perhaps, right? I'm getting that energy as well. Some of you, I feel, may potentially, if this is an offer of commitment coming through from someone, as far as like romantic relationships are concerned, if this happens for you, oops, sorry guys, I did not mean to hit the camera. Or if this resonates with you, I feel like there's some kind of fear here. It's almost like a fear of sacrificing self, right? I feel like for some of you, there's this energy of like, yes, I like really like this person and love this person, or would like want to commit to this person. But there's this energy of like, but I don't want to sacrifice who I am. I don't want to sacrifice my own individuality, my own truth. It's interesting. It's super interesting. I feel like this may be an energy that you may have sacrificed yourself in the past, right? Your wants, your needs, your desires. You could have experienced very like imbalanced connections potentially in the past, and kind of fear experiencing that again, right? And it feels like there's a need to release that, to let that go. To see, like, look from the higher perspective, right? And see what that's taught you, what it's shown you about you, right? I've experienced situations that I felt were very imbalanced. And in the moment, I took it very personal. But looking back on it now, it's like, okay, well, that taught me how to stand up for myself. That taught me that I needed to love myself more, that I needed to express my wants and my needs, right? So I feel like, even though it may have felt very traumatic at the time, it's possible that if you look at it from a different perspective, you may have, a different viewpoint on it now, and could potentially release that and move forward from it. It's interesting. And for others, I feel like you could have been wondering, like, will this ever go anywhere? Will there ever be some like commitment, right? I feel like there's been this energy of like wondering if things are going to move. You also have here death and rebirth in the reverse. This is an energy of, not wanting things to change, right? It's that fear of change. It's like holding on to things that are stagnant and decaying, right? It's like not letting something die that needs to. And I do feel like part of this is potentially stories and patterns and beliefs and all those things that you've taken on, and, essentially taken on as your own, and, keep retelling them to yourself. And I feel like there's a need to let that die, because I feel like if this resonates with you, especially in regards to a relationship, I feel like this person really does feel like they can build something with you. And I feel like they're being very genuine about it. Now, on the other hand, if that doesn't resonate with you and this is more of like, I am, seeking knowledge and wanting to grow and expand and just, keep moving forward. And, this is kind of that teacher student relationship coming in, or others coming in to support you and help you, encourage you, that sort of thing. I feel like you may have felt very stuck in the recent past, and I feel like alone also, right? It feels like I'm getting this energy of like just hanging by yourself, like hanging out by yourself, being by yourself. um you may have even gotten comfortable being by yourself. Interesting. I'm getting this energy. And maybe that's what you're holding on to. Like, I'm actually really comfortable by myself, right? Like a fear of like being with somebody else and sharing and, getting deep and being vulnerable and truthful and that sort of thing. Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It feels to me like there's this, it keeps coming back up, right? This heavy presence of like this being about a relationship for I don't know, it just keeps coming back up again. And I feel like if it's not, there's like a clinging to like solitude almost. And even if it is about a relationship, it could be clinging to solitude as well, right? Like, oh, King of Swords in the reverse as well. I mean, I feel like it's like trying to control the situation, right? Potentially. Yeah, I feel like in a relationship, there's like almost like a fear of not being in control, and maybe that's why you like are preferring the solitude, right? Um, right. It's that energy of like I don't want to sacrifice myself, and when I'm alone, I'm in control of all the things of, like what I'm doing and where I'm going, and I can do what I want when I want, and I don't have to tell anybody. I don't have to explain myself. I could just do it, right? So I feel like there's this energy of like wanting to control things as far as if there's this energy of like fear of a long-term commitment or relationship, if it's more like that, the being ready to grow and expand and learn and take the path of enlightenment, I feel like it's almost like a triggering thing coming up here to show you where you're not moving forward, right? I feel like there's something coming in to teach you, or help you to build firm foundations where like it's almost like replacing weak foundations with firm ones, right? But getting this higher perspective to see where you have not been letting things die and where you haven't released things, right? Like where you've been like clinging to things out of fear, fearing change, right? And I feel like it's like because you're trying to control the situation, I feel like you could potentially be triggered this month into seeing that, right? Like the triggers that come up could potentially show you where you've done this, right? And possibly even through like what you're learning through other people, right? It could be like somebody says something and you have this like epiphany. But I feel like there's a need here to let things die and to be very truthful about where that needs to happen. You have here Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. You know what's interesting? I feel like, I mean, again, I'm so drawn. I keep being brought back to this feeling of a relationship. I don't know why. And again, this could be for somebody very specific, like take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. Don't make it your story if it's not. But I feel like coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution, like I feel like this is moving forward, coming together, whether that's teacher student, whether that's commitment, right? Building something together. It's coming together. And it's interesting, like I'm getting this harmony in the heavens and resolution. It's like you're being put in this position, whether it's that spiritual growth, that teacher coming through and showing you where you're not letting things die and where you're trying to keep control, or if it's a relationship or both potentially, that's coming in to show you like, I want to commit to you, but here you're trying to, continue to remain in an energy of solitude out of fear, fear of not having control over every action or your routine or whatever. And it feels like if you move through this energy, right, take the opportunity to face your fears, I feel like you'll reach a resolution. I feel like that harmony will come, because I feel like you'll move past. I feel like you will see that the relationships that are meant for you are not going to require you to sacrifice any bit of yourself at all, right? But rather encourage you to be every bit of who you are and allow you to grow through that, right? It's this energy of like, I'm not going to try to control anything you do, right? The people who are meant for you. And I feel like that is how you will know, right? That is how you will know. And again, if it's the spiritual part, it is just overcoming this, right? Finding that resolution and bringing harmony through healing, right? Having it being brought up, you being shown what needs to be healed or changed, released, alchemized, right? Transmuted, however you would like to say it, right? It's like it shows you that and allows you to move forward, which brings about resolution, which allows you to, again, move forward. It allows you to feel a sense of peace. I feel like there's so much fear around that for you, though. You also have your star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul, family. Yes, I feel like, again, right? Like with whoever these individuals are who are coming in, whether that's your significant other, your person who's bringing a proposal with him or her, or, if it's a soul teacher or, some kind of mentor coming in, I feel like this is part of your soul family. This is part of, people, souls who, signed essentially soul contracts with you to show up in your life to help you to move through these things, right? To work through these things, to show you how, that it's safe to be you, that it's safe to have your own needs and your own wants and your own desires, and that you don't have to sacrifice yourself, or sacrifice your wants or the things you love or anything like that, right? It's your truth. You don't have to sacrifice your truth, right? And I feel like it's, again, stars aligned. It's like it's happening for a reason, right? It's happening for a reason, that it's an opportunity right now for you to be able to move through this, to heal it. And again, that green is go. It's like, now is the time. Let's see how others are currently seeing you. We have loyalty, again, with that green color coming right off the gate. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. What's interesting is I feel like some may view this in, a positive way, others may not. I feel like it just depends. But I feel like others are seeing you as being loyal to yourself, right? To what you love, to what you enjoy, to your happiness, to, the things that make you feel good. It's very interesting, because I feel like some people may see it as selfish, right? And I feel like, but those who are more, aware, or, share a similar perspective, I feel like they will see you as, being loyal to yourself and honoring yourself and the things that you need and the things that you want. This could actually be a trait that has attracted, this person to you, if you do indeed receive some sort of commitment or proposal, right? I feel like this is part of why that person is so attracted to you, because you are loyal to yourself. And I think they find that something, very admirable. I think they like that about you very much. And I don't think they want you to lose that about yourself. You have willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. What's fascinating about this is I feel like people see you as being loyal to yourself, but I feel like you almost give the impression, and maybe you do it subconsciously, maybe you don't even realize that that's what you're doing because it's like your soul truth coming out without, stopping at the door to check in or check out, if you will. I don't know how you want to word that, but, it's almost like you give these, it's almost like subconscious clues. And it's like you don't even realize that that's what you're doing, right? It's like slipping out your truth, your soul truth slipping out. And it feels to me like you almost present this, it's like, I'm loyal to myself, but I do want the camaraderie of a relationship, right? Or the camaraderie of, someone mentoring me and supporting me and encouraging me. Right? It's like you ask for it, it's like you want it, but then you fear it at the same time. I hope that makes sense. It just feels like people are seeing you, or you're giving off the impression that you're loyal to yourself, but willing to, kind of give a bit of that up, if you will, um, to experience that teamwork makes the dream work, that camaraderie. You also have here integrity. You demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. Right? I feel like people are seeing you as sitting in your truth, which is interesting because I don't feel like you are completely, right? Because I feel like you are trying to control things a little bit. Um, or you fear rather not being in control of things. So, I feel like there's, a bit of truth yet to be told, if you will. But I do feel like others see you as someone they can trust. Um, I feel like you do your best to try to stand in integrity and to be honest. And I feel like people see this, right? Even if you aren't always successful, it still feels to me like people appreciate and acknowledge and can see that you try to be as honest and truthful as possible, in each given moment, or be as honest and truthful as you can in each given moment. I just looked up at the camera and noticed triple twos. So that could be something that you see this month that could be important to you in some way, shape, or form. You may have been seeing that number repeated, or again, it can be important to you. We have here the Great Gathering. You cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up, Libra. This shit up, Libra. Pardon me. You have two cards here of gathering. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive Hit, Soul Tribe. Look at this. Two different decks, two different authors, same message. This is what I refer to as like parrot guidance, right? It's basically universe, creator, divine father, right? Whatever you like to call it, saying, I said what I said. Right? And again, I feel like that these people or this person, right, whether it be a teacher, a soul teacher, people, coming who can encourage your growth and support you, or if it's, some commitment from a partner, I feel like it's all happening. It's all happening. Like this is part of the plan. They're part of your soul family, your soul tribe. It's all coming together as it's supposed to. You're meant to learn and grow, with these people. Yeah, you have the crumbling. What are you clinging to? What was I saying? This is very much like the Tower card, right? As it creates those foundational shifts that need to take place so that we can destroy illusions, challenge outdated beliefs, and move forward with new foundations, that are more focused and centered in our truth, right? And I feel here, what are you clinging to? Again, I feel like there's something here about control. Okay, take it as it resonates. It is absolutely, up to your discernment, your intuition. Take it if it resonates, right? Leave it if it doesn't. But I feel these things, again, if you're triggered, like I was speaking of, I feel like it's coming up because it needs to be healed, needs to be worked through so that you can continue growing and expanding and aligning with the path that is meant for you. You also have here the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead, right? And this is your guidance for the month, right? So this is letting you know, like, hey, people are coming in. They're your soul tribe. Obviously, use your intuition, right? Use your discernment. Don't just let everybody and anybody all willy-nilly running through your energy. You're not a 7-Eleven. Okay. But, this is saying like your tribe is finding you. You have two different energies showing up here to say as much. Actually, three if we're really getting into it. But know that like things are going to have to break down in order for these people to really show up, in order for you to really grow, right? You're going to have to release some things that you may have been holding on to. And, with this priestess, it's like you're being called again. Like I was saying, I feel like you're being given an opportunity. Like the door has been opened for you, but it's up to you to take it, right? You're being called. Okay. And I feel like this is about you taking, it's interesting. It's almost like by surrendering control, you gain more control, which I know it really doesn't make sense, but it's the message that's coming through. Maybe it will make sense to you. But I feel like this is, I feel like this is really about you um allowing yourself, it's interesting, to like experience life. It's almost like I feel like there's something here about like the information, the experience, the wisdom that you gain through going through this, where you have to, kind of release and surrender control of the outcome, right? And not fear the change, right? Allow things that are stagnant to just go, right? I feel like you're essentially like, I just almost get this feeling of like being prepared for something, right? It's almost like it's like priming you for like what comes next, or something that you may experience a little bit later on. Is very, very interesting to me. I don't know what this is about as far as that's concerned. You do have here Taurus energy. I feel like I need to share this before we close. You do have some Taurus energy here. Also Scorpio, Aquarius, as well as some Capricorn energy showing up. You could be dealing with any of those energies. But I'm also getting some Leo energy here as well, with these lions on either side of this priestess. I feel like there's something here about inner courage. I feel like your intuition is speaking to you in some kind of way, almost pushing you to have this like inner courage, and take the lead in your own life, as it were, not let your fears control you. Thank you. I was like, please drop this message in more clearly. That's the best way I can explain it, right? And I feel like this is about that inner courage, right? Allowing yourself to move forward. Um, it's beautiful, actually. So that is what I have for you for this month, Libra. I hope that you found something valuable here for you, or that it's been helpful in some way, shape, or form. Thank you so very much for being here and sharing your time and energy with me. I truly am so very grateful. If you found that this did resonate for you or was helpful in some kind of way, please do the YouTube things by liking, sharing, and or subscribing. It really helps the channel grow, and I truly do appreciate it so very much. Please do take care of your beautiful, beautiful soul this month, and remember that you've got this and God's got you. You have the ability within you to achieve and accomplish anything, absolutely anything you set your mind to. So please do not forget how truly strong, how truly courageous you are, and that you are incredibly supported, right? And your people are looking for you. Okay, so do not fear. Take care of your beautiful soul. Have an amazing month, and I hope to see you again very soon.